Hey, yo, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Louis Cypher. Look, don't judge me, but I spent the entire day watching Destiny debate socialists on YouTube. If it wasn't Pogan in the morning, it was Dr. Richard Wolff in the evening, and it was just a sad sight. Destiny tried his damnedest to get the simplest questions asked. In regards to Pogan, he wanted to know some things about the labor theory of value. Who's going to be the first investor? How do you regulate? How do you regulate conflict? How do you regulate appropriate levels of violence? How do you expand? Who's the final decision maker? Simple questions that anyone would answer, but he couldn't get an answer to that. Richard Wolff was even worse. Destiny wanted to know he wanted a simple consensus on what Dr. Wolff considers to be socialism, what Dr. Wolff considers to be capitalism. Now, I know of Professor Richard Wolff. He's the professor that made me lose all faith in academia, period. And I know he wasn't going to get a straight answer because it's not in the best interest of Pogan or Richard Wolff to tell you the simplest definitions of socialism possible. I don't have enough time. I don't have the time on my hands to browbeat you on it. Let me just tell you this right now. Socialism is the campaign promises dictators tell peasants so that they could get into power. Once they get into power, everything that they promised becomes arbitrary. All right? National Socialism was Adolf Hitler given the same socialist promises, and communism, Soviet socialist republics were the same campaign promises. That is the only way socialism has manifested itself, is as campaign promises. All the actionable policies that are alluded to, they go right out the window as soon as you give that person the power to inflict suffering on people enough so that they capitulate to the dictator's desires. That's all it is. That is the reason why you cannot get a straight answer from socialists and Marxist communists, because they're trying to hide the fact that they want power. No, Richard Wolff wasn't going to tell you that socialism is campaign promises. No, Pogan's going to tell you who's the final word on what gets sold, what gets bought. It's just that simple. They want power, and they're using socialism as flowery rhetoric to get in your pants. And once they get there, they can do whatever they want. All right? I will say this, however. Fascism, you want a definition of fascism? Fascism is socialism plus toxic masculinity. You know, with the obsession with competing, the gender roles, the hierarchies, the dominance hierarchies, that's all toxic masculinity. You add that with the state ownership of the means of production, you have fascism. Communism is the ultimate form of toxic femininity and socialism. The backbiting, the infighting, the performative victimhood, the character the reputation destruction, the obsession with proxy violence to regulate your personal conflicts. Yeah, that's communism. Communism is the ultimate manifestation of toxic femininity. Communism is toxic femininity plus socialism, and fascism is toxic masculinity plus socialism. But if you are a Republican, if you protect the rights of others, you will never be a fascist. Fuck y'all.